Dear Psykill, how did you wind up on Axiom Nexus in the first place? It began innocently enough. Unicom probes near Neptune's moon, Larissa, discovered a new element, atomic number 199. Since Scooter had been instrumental in programming the probe, Earth decided to name the element Scootonium. This foolish bit of flattery went right to the tiny twerp's head, and he became determined to discover everything there was to know about the element. This was not as easy as it had first appeared. Its unusually high atomic mass gave it bizarre properties, such as having a boiling point below its freezing point. And he spent many weeks in his lab on Leader One's command center conducting experiments. Its most interesting and useful property was its ability to temporarily shift out of phase with reality when an electrical current passed through it, and Scooter immediately saw the military applications of this breakthrough. He designed a quantum tunneling armband, and Turbo volunteered to test it. Fortunately for me, this exchange happened while Unicom was loading supplies onto the command center, and one of the laborers happened to be in my employ. He dropped off his pouch in his usual location, a dumpster behind the Unicom launch facility, and Flytrap retrieved it. I had no intention of allowing Leader One to have the monopoly of such a potent technology, and immediately organized an attack on the test grounds. Turbo was skeptical when the test began. Scooter affixed the armband and assured him that it's perfectly safe, then gulped and added, "I hope." Turbo activated the band and told everyone that he didn't feel any different. Then Matt said, "Let's get the show on the road," and tossed him a baseball. Turbo instinctively tried to catch it, and it passed right through his hand. "Sorry, Matt, I guess I fumbled that one." Matt assured him that he was just getting warmed up, and threw another ball directly at Turbo's chest. Again, the ball traveled right through him. Scooter was ecstatic, and suggested a low-level blast. Leader One dialed his blaster to its minimum setting, and had Turbo extend a foot, then blasted his toe. "I can't watch," the red GoBot grumbled, but again the blast went straight through him. Once he saw that, he straightened out and puffed out his chest. "Let's try it on full power," he suggested, and Leader One obliged. The blast sailed straight through the annoying Guardian, and hit some crates behind him, revealing copters crouching form. Our ambush revealed. I ordered an attack. I had brought an overwhelming force with me, including Crusher, Copter, Jeeper Creeper, Blockhead, and Psycho. Leader One quickly moved his Scooter in Matt's position and threw up a force field to protect his diminutive friend and his human ally. Turbo attempted to neck Crusher, and his swing passed right through her. She laughed at his misfortune and used her seismic stomp to blast stacks, standing watch at the ramp to the command center. Blockhead and Crusher kept firing on Leader One's shields to pin him down and prevent him from interceding, and Jeeper Creeper raced onto the command center to secure the Scootonium. Turbo, realizing his folly, deactivated the quantum tunneling armband and solidified. Unfortunately, he didn't realize this and ignored his flying tackle, which took both of us directly into Leader One's force field. I received quite the shock, but Turbo's armband absorbed the energy and shorted out, leaving him apparently unharmed. Jeeper Creeper ran off the ship, carrying all remaining Scootonium, so I ordered a withdrawal. There was no sense in sticking around, now that the objective had been achieved. Matt apologized for keeping Leader 1 out of the fight, but the Guardian shrugged him off. Any Guardian would have done the same, Matt. The important thing is that no one was hurt. Yeah, added Scooter, for now. But the Renegades got all the Scootonium that's not the armband. Come here, Turbo, let me get that off of you. He reached for the deactivated armband and passed right through his comrade. Turbo was stuck out of phase, potentially forever. Meanwhile, I wasted no time in outfitting myself with a quantum tunneling shield. Dr. Go assured me that its circuits would only activate when impact with a high-energy pulse or projectile was imminent, granting me immunity to any attack. I attacked the Guardian supply depot at Captain Star and easily destroyed 3 command centers before having my troops cart off all of the Guardian munitions and supplies. Back on Leader 1's command center, Turbo was distraught. He feared that he'd never be able to touch another GoBot again. Leader 1 promised that they'd find a way to save him. But Scooter was particularly concerned. Without the Scootonium we'd stolen, he wasn't sure how he'd reverse Turbo's condition. Then we'll just have to get it back, Leader 1 declared in a fit of obnoxiousness, and I think I know how. A few days later, Zemon announced that he would be touring the Gobatron fortress. This was a perfect opportunity for us to destroy Gobotsula's main defense and take out the Guardian civilian leadership once and for all. Copter cautioned that it might be a trap, which was unusually sensible for him. I had Skyjack investigate, and surely enough, Scooter had taken the frequency vibration of Leader 1's force field and turned it into an anti-phase displacer blaster. Unfortunately for him, the blaster was fixed on a set spot immediately in front of the Gobatron Fortress's gates, and I had no intention of going through the front door. I had Rogue Star bombard the fortress from orbit as Copter, Crusher, and I conducted a frontal assault. Copter and Crusher were of course cautious, but blasted away with reckless abandon. After all, nothing could touch me as long as I wielded the quantum tunneling shield. Nothing, that is, except Turbo. He tackled me outside of the Gobatron fortress, and we grappled for a few moments before he grabbed my shield and shoved me into the path of the anti-phase displacer blaster. That fired, and its energies enveloped me, and then I simply vanished from existence. Crusher panicked, and Copter called a retreat. Shortly thereafter, using the shield, Scooter was able to restore Turbo to corporeality. "All thanks, Scoot," the Lubbock said. Scooter shrugged. Don't mention it. Besides, if you hadn't gotten stuck in between dimensions, we'd never have exiled Psychiel to another reality. Do you think we've really seen the last of him? Leader 1 folded his arms. I don't know, Scooter. I sure hope so. But wherever he is, I just hope he doesn't get up to too much trouble. And in another dimension, I found myself in a vast space, filled with thousands of mechanoids of every conceivable shape and size. "Welcome to processing," a voice rang out, and I knew that, wherever I was, it presented an enormous opportunity that I was determined to exploit.